What's going on YouTube? It's kind of a vlog style video. We're going to be putting some steering stabilizer shocks on the F250 right here in the front, which I'll show you here in just a second. If you've been following the build for a while, you notice the little Striker logo in the front, and on the tie rod bar I've never really had the steering stabilizer shocks, but the Striker little logo thing is set up for them. But I finally got some in. It's going to be pretty cool, so I wanted to make a video on this. I practiced on some other rough country shocks, and I actually completely sanded them and polish them out, and then I'm going to clear coat them. So I actually can't get a hold of FOA to get like the matching steering stabilizer shocks to match like my rear shocks and my coilovers. So just as long as I have some silver or polished, you know, like the zinc coated shocks is what they sell, I think. So it's kind of looks polished, kind of looks silver or whatever, kind of look like they're polished. And also the frame plates, I'll probably be showing you guys these in this video, maybe if those come in. I'm still waiting on those from a certain company, which I will be giving a huge shout out to either in this video or in the video that I make. I'm gonna make a separate video that's, you know, fully devoted to just those frame plates, of course. But up here in the front, like I was showing you, we have the Striker axle truss, and built into this Striker axle truss is the steering stabilizer bracket. So there's gonna be steering stabilizer shocks that come off of that bracket and go, and they mount onto the tie rod bar. So pretty much what we will be doing is getting that stuff completely set up and taken care of. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the shocks on the bottom right here, and then put that on the top and get rid of that little spacer. I'll have to see how these brackets that bolt onto the actual tie rod bar, which we'll be doing here in just a second, are made. But we got the rough country shocks, and we're going to get them completely bolted up, and I'm going to show those to you, and then we will take them through sanding stages and sand them and then polish them, and then I'll actually be you know, obviously prepping those with wax and grease remover, maybe some acetone or whatever, mineral spirits, and getting them completely degreased of all the polishing compound, everything, you know, but they'll be very, very clean. And then I will clear coat those with automotive clear coat, you know, just like you would paint a body panel with, or just like I painted the bumper with, or the fenders, doors, mirrors, whatever. Clear coat just like that, sprayed out of a gun for the steering stabilizer shocks. So I'm going to go ahead and start the truck up, pulled into the garage, and then we will get these babies mounted up. Also, there is a secondary shock that mounts right here and then mounts down here right there to go beside of the coilover. So if any of y'all out there have any 18-inch travel, you know, singular shocks, it doesn't really matter what brand or anything they are, they're just for looks, they don't have to be charged or anything. I will buy those off of you if you have this. So the shocks to go right here. But other than that, guys, we're gonna go and get this thing started up. Big Grill Tech hood stack. I have some chrome bolts or stainless bolts that are like these right here to go on the hood stack as well. As you can see, these are just the black oxide bolts, and for some reason just that one right there is rusting. I don't know if that's from like the heat or what, but I need to take those black bolts off and put the stainless hardware on that hood stack anyway, make it look a lot better. All right, guys, so huge shout out to DBA Lighting, of course. With the rock lights, I went ahead and turned those on. You can see under here a lot better. So these brackets have been powder coated literally since I built my truck over a year ago. So they have a lot of grime and grit all over them. They are actually filthy. But anyway, I'm going to, so your steering stabilizer shocks, you have to at least have like 8.9 inches of stroke. So pretty much this has to measure at least like 8.9 inches or something like that. And that's so then whenever you set these shocks in the middle of their flow or middle of their compression or whatever, then you will have the same amount of stroke each way. So let's say like that's half. I know it's not, but let's just say that that's half. That's pretty close. That's where you want the shocks to actually be mounted on the actual truck. So you want them mounted with the wheels straight. So you want to set your wheels straight, obviously, before you do this. And then you're going to measure from hole to hole with this shock perfectly squashed in halfway. So we're going to pull this back out all the way as far as it goes, which is right there. And then we're going to measure how much shaft is exposed. So how much shaft you have to work with. Whatever half of that is, I'm going to mark it with a Sharpie. I'm going to compress this to halfway, and I'm going to measure from hole to hole. And then I'll take this bracket off, obviously, and I will measure from this hole over to this hole, which is where the shock will mount, okay? And these can go either way, however I need to set these up. I don't know if this will be on the top, and then the clasp will be on the bottom like that. So that's pretty much, this is pretty much how that goes together. So your tie rod bar will go through here. I don't know how well you can see that, but you have these two pieces and they're gonna bolt together like this. So no U-bolts or anything like that, like some of the cheaper kits have. These are Striker Off-Road Designs brackets. So this will pretty much be a Striker Off-Road Design steering stabilizer kit, but with the rough country shocks. But anyway, I'm literally just doing this for looks. So I picked these shocks up for like 32 bucks a piece, and they're gonna be completely sanded and polished and then clear coated. So they'll be polished shocks. I don't really care if they do anything or not. My truck drives amazing how it is right now without all of this stuff. So it doesn't really make a difference to me. But anyway, I'm gonna have to kind of play around with this, but pretty much it's gonna bolt like that and then like this. So I'm thinking that this is probably gonna have to go on the top in order for that to be level, in order for the shocks to be level. And then if I need to make like a little space or anything to make the shocks, dead level, I will. But that's my next thing, is I'm not sure if I want my shocks to be, I guess I want them mounted on the bottom of this. If I put them on the top, I don't feel like that'll look right. So I think I'm gonna mount the shocks on the bottom of this. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff loose. I'm just gonna time lapse all of this. After I get both of the shocks mounted, then I will stop back in here and talk to you all and show you what everything looks like. As you can see, it looks a lot better with those steering stabilizers on there, and they are not on there like obviously completely bolted up, because from where I have the 2-inch DOM steering, this is most likely made for like a factory size. It will still work and it still mates up to it very well. I'm just gonna have to get some longer bolts. So whenever this bolts right there, right here is the bolts that it came with, and they are just not long enough. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and pick up some of these bolts right here, same size and everything, they'll just be longer, and then I can bolt this piece onto here, this piece onto the bottom, and then we should be good. So, and then whenever I do that, I'm going to use these little spacers that they sent. I'm just gonna paint these black, or maybe paint them silver, and those will be right here on top of that as a spacer, just to level this out, and just so then the steering stabilizer shocks sit completely level. But they look really, really good. This kind of gives me an idea of what it's gonna look like. So that does excite me, especially once those are polished. That's gonna look so freaking good. Finished up a customer's truck today. We put a 8-piece DBA rock light set on, and a set of wheel lights. I don't have any photos of that at nighttime, but if I can get some, I'll throw them up right here before I start tomorrow's clip. I'll throw them up on the screen if I can get him to send me some photos. The truck is on stock, so the wheel lights, you know, you can't really see them a whole lot. Whenever he gets his aftermarket set of wheels and tires, you will be able to see them a whole lot more. But we done 2 of the 24 LED chip rock lights in each fender well. We also have something that's never been on YouTube before on the way, shipping out tomorrow from DBA. So stay tuned for that video. They are the brightest rock lights on the market. Both rock lights that DBA sells are the brightest of their kind on the market. So we went ahead and parked the truck, and I got the steering stabilizer shocks on in the front. Just have to get those longer bolts for those brackets. I wanted to show you guys this too. If you didn't already see the powder coating video that I done, this thing's still holding up really, really good and looks really, really good. No issues out of that just yet. So if any of y'all were curious on that. So, as always, baby, Small PP Gang. Also, guys, I got my tail lights sprayed down in primer. So if y'all are going to be at rod runs, you should get to check these bad boys out. The very, very first set of taillights that I've ever built are on my truck still to this day. And the back sides of them, like where the threads are plastic. And whenever I actually installed them, I busted out the whole back of them, put them in with an impact gun. And I've literally built probably 60 to 70, maybe even more sets of taillights since then. So I'm 10 times better easily at building paint match taillights and headlights and stuff like that. But I've always had these junky, leaky taillights that are broken on my truck. But I'm finally making the time to build a new set of taillights, and these have the O-bars, which I'll be masking a line in and painting those the same color as the truck. And then these will be fully color matched, and these are a little bit better brand. Actually, they're the same brand. They're Spider, but they're like a more higher end model or whatever. But I did just want to go ahead and show you guys that. We got those in primer, so we just have to base them and clear them. Same with the outside lens. I've got those masked off. Just have to base and clear those, and then put them back together. So I'm going to go ahead, and while I just now reminded myself, I'm going to hop on to Amazon and order some Morimoto Retro Rubber, which is the rubber sealant, the butyl rubber that we use to seal up our taillights. I'm going to hop on there and order some of that because I am out. I just now remembered that. So if I want to have these things done by rod runs, I'm going to have to get that in. Hopefully it comes in time, and hopefully everything's dry and can be put back together in time. I've also got those new rock lights coming that I was telling you all about. I'm just going to go ahead and end this video right here, and then I'll make another video, a vlog tomorrow, putting the steering stabilizers back on my truck. And then also we're going to be going and putting the headlights that I painted a couple videos ago. If you were paying attention, we painted some headlights silver with green reflectors for a fella here locally that has cerebral palsy, and he's in a wheelchair, and he is obsessed with trucks just like each and every one of us. And we got his headlights done. I'm going to put those back together in the morning as soon as the silicone dries tomorrow evening, or tomorrow after lunchtime probably. We are actually going to go over there to Braden's house and put the headlights in for him, and he also got some LED bulbs. I'm not going to show you all the polished shock that I actually already done, because I want to keep that kind of a secret or not really a secret, but I want to kind of keep that, you know, under wraps until I actually get them done and can show you how awesome they look. But just make sure you follow along, guys. Like I said, get down there, click that subscribe button down below, drop me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Always remember, everybody starts out as a nobody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.